Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. What we're doing today is we're playing some Diamond Dynasty. Gonna get in some ranked games to try out the new team. Got my buddy in here, Semi, with us, and you'll be having some of us just chatting back and forth. But if you enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe, leave a follow, throw a comment down in the chat. Let's get into it. So going into this, we're looking at a solid team here. This is just from grinding. Only money put in was the initial, followed by a couple of points I had sitting on it. So I had some PlayStation points I refunded in for some extra packs. So currently we're sitting Manny in left, got Roman Anthony in center, Mike Trout out on right, Merrifield at first, Kipnis playing second, Bobby Witt, and we got Elliott third base, Harper as a DH, and we did recently just finish the collection getting the Ted Simmons card. Coming into the rotation, we got Chris Sale, Gaylord Perry, Paul Skeens, Roki Sasaki, and we just added Jim Cat. Jim Cat looking gross, doesn't throw anything straight. Should be an interesting time to be able to see what he's got. Unfortunately, that'll be another video. Today it looks like we'll be starting out with Paul Skeens, and we'll see how this card plays. Haven't really used him yet other than a co-op online, which you guys can see me live on Twitch, Suxo2. Go take a look. Out of the bullpen, we got Mark Davis, Yimi Garcia, Griffin Jacks, Matt Strom, Cade Smith. We do have the Jolt series Andrew Miller in here, as well as Emmanuel Clase and our closer Billy Wagner. If you guys are not aware, the Jolt cards in this series and this new game is actually your new captain cards. So if you happen to have 5 of your team selection, you can go in and get these guys active. Right now, I do have Andrew Miller active. I do have 5 out of 5 on my Cleveland Guardians. So that's giving us a +5 contact to left and righties, as well as +5 batting clutch and a +5 hits per 9 for our pitching. So don't forget that these are your new captain cards for this. So without further ado, let's load up a rank game. So far, we are 7-1, so it's not a terrible start, but definitely want to make a good push here with the weekend series coming up near the end of the month. Semi, does that thing look like it's supposed to be planned for the back end of the month, like the end of the basically their seasons?
Oops, sorry. Repeat that, please.
The weekend classic series that they're putting on now this year, is that going on like at the end of the inning program, or is that just randomly spread out? I think it said that it was at the very end of like each season.
Well, let me take a look for you. I'll let you know.
Because they
Hello
don't
and
have seasons
welcome. Thanks
anymore,
for
but
joining
at the
us.
same time they do
Diamond
still have the
Dynasty
inning program.
baseball
So
on tap tonight. It's the
My
Gamblers
inning
taking on the
starts on the 4th.
Grizzlies.
which I think is the
All right, ready to go
right
here
before
is
that
the
happens. I think we
shortstop
start
at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr.
weekend series, but maybe I'll have to go and do some research on that.
Edging
And
zone for
a
strike,
beautiful
and
sweeper to
we
start
are
this at bat.
underway. Strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2
My concern
strikes,
here is
even
he
if
hasn't
pitch
offered
early in the
anything
at-bat.
yet,
If
so
he's
I'm
not
a
ready to pull the
little bit
trigger,
concerned
he's not
on
worried
what
if
we're
he
looking
gets to
at.
an 0-2 count.
Next off,
Or he might not
is
even
down
be
low.
actually playing right now, so we'll just test it out real slowly here.
On the ground
He's there.
third.
Kelly on to first, and Bobby Witt's out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
For everyone that's watching,
Max Clark
the pitching this year is a little tougher from what I've
low.
noticed. Hitting seems to be a little smoother, but you need to make sure you're always working that count. Make sure you're putting your pitches where as close to that edge as you possibly can. And
This one popped up.
honestly, I find the pitch to contact method to be the best option this year so far.
And there are 2
The
outs.
exit velos are definitely down. The ball's not flying off the bat the same as it was last year.
Ready to hit.
So Definitely one option
that
is
is
to
out of
go
play.
pitch to contact, work those corners.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Sammy, you have any insight on that?
Well,
And that
you've seen
one
me
Any
pitch the last couple
opinions?
days.
Anthony
I've seen you
settles under
pitch, and
this
they've
one,
it's been an interesting time for
and
sure.
that'll do it.
Well,
Wow.
when
Now
it's
the
going well,
shortstop,
she's going
Bobby
well.
Witt Jr.
I just always seem to have a penchant for putting one out of the zone that somebody wants to get their barrel on somehow.
Swings through that one.
Right.
And nuke 450.
Yeah, that's its own problem.
Or I'll hang the actual shit out of a curveball, and, well, that just does what it does.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Oh, I need not swing the bat well right
out of
now.
the box, and a smart pitcher's
Right now?
play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Yeah, I'm chasing real bad right now.
That one, it's a
Ugh.
strikeout.
Got to focus up here.
Again, you're using that right now
is
thing.
Bryce Harper.
I don't know.
You know what? I hit a few nukes yesterday,
One
all
out,
right?
base is empty.
You did. I can give you credit for that.
There's a high chopper and a foul ball. And a pitch. And that's outside. It's a ball in 2 strikes.
And just a reminder, follow me. I'm on Twitch, Sukso2. You go take a look at that. You want to see the more content,
Takes it in for
by all
the
means,
out.
go hit the follow. You'll get the notification I'm live.
2 down,
Join in,
base is
enjoy the
empty.
chat.
And the batter now,
Feel free to say hi.
Ramirez.
Oh,
There's
and
a
that
swing
was
and a drive.
crushed by Manny.
That
is what we say. Yeah, see.
That one felt good. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That was a
So
moonshot,
2
perfect,
down,
perfect from Manny on that one.
Kipnis now at the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That
And
one
we're going to
ripped.
go back-to-back hits here. Kitness into
This
the...
one looks
Oh,
like
that's going to be
trouble.
extra bases
Now
for
he'll turn
Kitness.
second.
Just inside out on that
And he's
fastball
in
into the
there
gap.
standing up with a 2-out double.
2-out double there. Runner
So
scoring
runner at
position
second,
with the
2
new
down.
Ted Simmons
Now
card coming to
here
the plate.
is Ted Simmons.
Wild pitch in the dirt. We're going to get back.
Kipnis on at second with 2 down.
Another ball in the dirt. He's
This
out.
one
He's
in the
out of
dirt.
sorts. He's not sure what to do here.
That one
That's a
misses,
3-0.
And that's ball 3.
You know, as excited as I was for Ubaldo Jimenez to be in this game,
And
he's
that one
just
hammered.
something about him. He's not
Ramirez going
the
back
best option for your rotation
onto
this
the
year.
track, and he makes the catch.
I don't know if it's the way it comes out of his hand or...
All set for the start of the inning. Here comes
I have
Freddie
yet
Freeman
to
up
use
hit.
him, but having faced him, it seems like his stuff doesn't move the way it should.
No,
That
and
makes sense.
I did that friendly
Legal
game
one.
against DC there, and boy, let me tell you,
Swing
Ubaldo
and a
got
miss. That
lit
one at
up.
1-0-1.
Like, it was not a pretty game.
Well, to be fair, what I've heard about that game is
Popped
seems
up
like
to the
every
left,
single one of
into
your got lit
foul
up.
ground,
Which is why I've got a completely new
and that's a foul
rotation.
ball.
The entire rotation is brand new. Nobody in there he has seen. Decided just to rework the
piece
entire
there, we'll do it
rotation.
again.
They were all, early game, easy to read.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got a bit of a better setup here now.
In the air, left
Good mix of
field, down the
velocity and-
line. Nobody can get
Oh,
there, and it's a
missed that.
foul ball.
Well, he's having a tough time
But
getting a pitch by
these
him.
guys are a little
Here,
harder
you
to
feel
read.
pretty
I'm excited to
confident
use that
you're
Jim Cat
seeing
card,
different
honestly.
pitches, still able to make some type
No,
of
that's
contact.
understandable.
Swing and a ground ball
Looks
facing
gross.
right field.
Only fastball he's got is a
So
sinker.
digging in, Pudge Rodriguez.
Now, hopefully, he's not like a Tanner Houck where you get bored of using him after
There's
2
a
games.
swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have
You
to
know, I don't
commit
really
to
get
what you
bored of
think
any
you
of my
see,
pitchers.
And he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just
Especially because
terrific
if you
body to
used him in
And that one
the,
finds its way through.
what is it, the Team
So a man
Affinity
aboard
mission,
now with one away.
he's not terribly
Really
slow
nice
to the
job
plate.
staying up the middle
He
with his
keeps it
approach. He
busy.
didn't try to do
It's
too
when
much
the
with the
pitchers
pitch,
are
just
slow to
shot
the
it
plate
through
that
the
it gets
infield.
tough to use them over and over.
Manny Ramirez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
All right, so we got Manny at the plate here, runner on first. What are we gonna go about here? Now, let's try bury a curveball here, see if that'll work.
One ball.
In the dirt.
It's all right. 1-2. Thing I'm scared of this
Tying
year is
run
using that
is
fastball
at
up and in.
first.
So let's go
Here at the
middle
top
in.
of the second.
Yep,
Popped
that's what we
up.
want.
Kipnis.
Also, a little trick. It seems like a
Drops
lot
into
of
the
people
glove.
are able to get to those corners. If you
So
start
up
working that
next,
middle
Jordan
in,
Lawler.
middle away, it seems like people really struggle to get the PCI to that location because the
Short
thumb just
grounder,
doesn't
that's through for a
really
base
work
hit.
that way very easily.
They stop the lead runner at second.
So maybe mixing
Now
those
two on
mixing
with
those
two
edges,
outs.
not just working the
And
corners.
now here is Travis Bazzana. Inside. Ball one. And another ball.
All right, we're in some
Good
danger
spot
here.
for the hitter definitely has the advantage in this count
some
with
pitches.
runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swings through that one for strike one.
One strike.
That missed by a lot.
Suddenly, I
Now
cannot hit the
3-1.
zone.
Ripped on a line.
And
Squeezes
Trout's
in.
able to
And
get
that's
there
the
out of the
third
inning.
out.
Woo!
And we're back.
Almost got
Bottom of
concerned
the
there.
Second. Here's Mike Trout. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Second inning, 15 pitches. We need to work the count a bit more here.
I got one ball, one strike.
He's been a little wild through this game so far, through the first inning.
You can count.
Bazzana
What do you mean I can count?
tosses to first. And a quick out, number one. So digging in,
Oh, awesome.
Ellie De La Cruz.
I don't need to
Chris, he's
count. The
their
numbers
team
are
leader when it
posted on the
comes to
board.
RBIs.
See? 17.
Well, that explains a lot.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I just need to know what the number looks like. Oh, get down.
Ramirez. On the
Little
move towards
blooper.
the line.
Oh, and Manny was able to
Corrals
run that down.
it. And there's two down.
50
Two
speed.
outs,
You wouldn't think he
bases
was going to get to
empty.
that.
Here's the center fielder, Roman Anthony. And first
You dangle a
offering
corn
is
dog
fouled
off of the stick on his head, he can get to anything.
That's a foul point. Damn, that was a
Two
good
down,
sinker.
nobody
Good
on.
pitch.
Tap foul at the plate.
Come on. Let's see it. That was another chip shot. Went foul. No, I feel like he's going to go away here. Let's ambush this. And I just missed
Swing
it.
and a miss.
Ah,
Over the dirt.
no.
Throw to first, and it's in
All right, time to go
for the
pitch.
third out, so that'll end the inning. New
That's
inning
right. Top of the
getting
third, we got a
started.
1-0
Now it's the
lead
right
here.
fielder, Roman Anthony. Steams back to work. And there's a strike.
That's a
Man,
good
that
pitch.
was
Sinking down and in.
So much talent on display. This
Fastball
guy's
away
out there
here.
at the hill.
And a foul.
Oh, Manny, get on your horse. Oh, you're not making that. Hey! And what a faceplant. Love it. This new sweeper does have the good movement. Let's see it.
Line
Oh, and
drive,
he's able to chip that into right.
and that's down, a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
You know, I kind of wish
Good
that
job of
Skeens
just
had a
putting the ball
slightly
in play with
different
two
pitch
strikes.
mix.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough.
Go
Because
talk to Paul
This
Skeens
one
and tell him to get
swung
some new
on and hit
pitches.
well.
Well, I thought he had a
Way back
changeup
there.
last year, but he doesn't have a changeup this year.
And he brings it in on the warning track.
No, he might have went
just
away
pulled
from it.
off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed.
All right, like we got a
RBI
slider,
he's gonna be
curveball,
He's gonna be able to
sweeper.
go
It's
up the
just
middle the
awkward.
other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Oh,
This
that's
one
pop
popped
up.
up.
You've seen what he looks like. There's probably not much that isn't awkward about him.
Puts it away for the
I'm going
out.
to leave that
Going
alone.
to have a little more discipline
Well,
in future
this is fair.
at-bats. That pitch looked good, but you
That's
can't
real pot
hit
and
it.
kettle
It was
right there.
just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss.
You know what,
or
Eggman?
weak
Calm down over
contact
there.
in the infield.
McGuire now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And there's a foul.
Oh, get
Yeah, that's with the
foul.
sexy.
There we go.
There's a guy right there that really trusts his hands. I mean, you have to wait a little bit longer with the breaking ball. He did that, and he still had the power to drive it the other
That's
way.
right. Mix it up
Just
here.
couldn't
Mix
keep
it up.
fair.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2.
Try to dot this on the down and away. That's a
Swing
dot.
and a
Let's go.
miss. The
Let's go hit.
velocity blasted it right past. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Foul ball there. Merrifield in his 9th season, 29
Merrifield
years
plate.
old, usually a second
A
baseman,
one.
but today he's starting at first.
Oh,
Bazzana gets it to first.
ground up
One up, one
second.
down.
Not what we were looking for there.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's Bobby Witt
All right,
Jr.
Bobby. Let's do something.
Damn it, Bobby.
And I almost took Ubaldo's head off. Good swing.
That's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Question is, when do you send him?
Waste no time there. That can be a really tough
Doo-doo.
pitch to handle, a front door
Doo-doo.
breaking ball, but he did a great
Oh, good pitch. Great pitch.
Witt, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Doo-doo.
There goes the runner.
Oh, the pitch was up.
You want to open up Tinder?
Punch
Oh,
with
and he
a
got
racket
me.
of the throw. Caught
Bobby Witt just
stealing.
got gunned.
That misses.
That was
Now
not
2
ideal.
balls and a strike.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
You know what? We should get a soundboard. Every time I'm about to steal, we should do the Jaws. Oh, get through.
And
Oh,
that
that's
one
not getting
handled.
through.
Throws
Also, to
to
be fair,
first.
you're using that
One
Wii
for
really
retire.
liberally there when it's your
And
channel.
that is that.
Ah.
And we're back. Start of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Freddie
It's the
Freeman.
support we're looking for.
Hmm.
That one finds the
Well,
zone.
we're not a pair of
And
double
it's
D's. We
0-1.
don't need a bra, so. Well, I can't say we on that one.
You know what? I feel very judged
Just
right now.
missed off the outside
Well,
edge.
you saw what you set my profile picture to for me yesterday.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Which I've realized it was just that hoodie that was not flattering.
It was
I'm wearing
not,
a nice.
not flattering
No.
whatsoever.
Merrifield
No,
takes
no, it was
himself.
bad.
1 up, 1 down.
I'm wearing a
Here's
nice
the catcher,
form-fitting
Buzz
Under Armour hoodie
Rodriguez.
today, and
1 for 1 with a single so far.
it looks better. Looks proper.
No, I would love a nice Under Armour hoodie.
And that's in for
Well.
a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball.
I happen to know where you can get one.
That one misses.
Unfortunately,
into the dirt.
our course doesn't pay me enough to advertise for them, so.
Which doesn't make sense. You'd think that it would be a good
That's the
idea to
third.
do the advertising on that.
Well, that would require Under Armour paying us to advertise, and they do not.
Here's the left
Yeah,
fielder,
that's
Manny
a valid point.
Ramirez.
And considering as I'll probably be a FootJoy guy very soon, I am not going to advertise the competition.
Bores in on the hands.
2 down, nobody on. Top
Yeah,
half
but you
of inning
can
number
have
4.
FootJoy for your shoes and Under Armour for your
The
clothing.
0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a
Well,
strike.
I prefer FootJoy's clothing for golf anyway.
All right, there you
Moves
go.
better.
What is going on with this connection with this guy?
Well, he could be on that hot
And a
business
liner
internet.
around into right center
He's
for
on that
base
hot
hit.
McDonald's Wi-Fi right now.
Around first and hustling
Ooh.
for second. The
I mean, times are
relay
tough.
throw. Well, he thought
We gotta
about
do what we
two,
gotta do.
But he's back to first safely.
Like he's
Guys,
rocking that
time
McDonald's
driving that
Wi-Fi to
gets
a
the
whole
other
new
way
level right
on a
now.
line. You know, hitters, they
Well, you
take
know, man's
so
gotta
many
eat.
reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite
Ball
field,
one.
and it doesn't always translate into the game,
Counts
but right
1-0.
there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Makes it very difficult to hit your fucking pitches, though.
Next pitch is
Outside, that's the ball.
outside.
Well, yeah.
That one fouled off.
I mean, to be fair, when the internet's stuttering like it's got CTE, you probably are not going to be able to hit that curveball very well.
Counts full.
In the dirt.
Can't really hit anything right now.
Yeah.
And ball
That's
4,
right.
2
Ball
aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps
The
this
guy I'm
inning
playing
alive
right now,
and gives
if you
this
happen to
offense
see
a
the
good
stream, go
chance
fix
to
your
cut into their
internet.
deficit.
Cut on and lifted in the air.
It is 2025, brother.
Brings it
Fiber
in,
exists.
And that's the
There's
third
no
out.
reason to be online with internet that's this stuttering.
Well, you never know. You could live
Ready
out
to
in the
go
sticks
for the
there
last
and
half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
have a couple of deer that are holding up
And
his
that one
antenna.
fouled off.
I mean, you weren't around when I did this, but back in, what was it, 2021? 2022?
Line drive.
I was playing NHL while living back home,
Base hit.
and
Made
I was
aboard
playing
on the
goalie
leadoff
at
single.
2300 ping.
I could watch base hits like that one all day
See, that's-
long, and so could
that's
every
some
hitting
Hickville
coach in the
internet
league.
right there.
Just a nice line drive
Oh, it
into
was.
center field.
You know the worst part?
Swinging a foul
I came
out
out
of
with a
play.
shutout.
See, that's the internet that your cousin uncle has.
Ramirez aboard here at
It was
first
bad.
with nobody out. Down the line.
Kipnis just battling. Let's go.
And that will drop
Which, to be fair,
foul.
for parts of Alberta and BC, there is some cousin uncles.
Jesus.
Clark.
Well, I'm
makes
just
his
saying.
way
That's a
towards
fly
it.
ball out to the warning track.
Hauls it
Kipnis
in,
not
and
going to
there's
be able
one
to get
away.
on base on that one. You know, realistically, if I can
Now the
get
catcher up
5
to
innings
hit, Ted Simmons.
out of my starter, I should be okay. If I can get Skeens to throw
Ramirez
5 innings, I'll
towards
be
the
happy.
line. He makes
Oh, I'm
the
sure he can get it if you ask
catch, and there's
nicely.
2 down.
The only problem is this guy's starting to see him a little bit.
Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout
Mixing that
getting
rough
this far
internet
down
and not
the
being able to
order.
hit your spots quite the way you want
And
to, it
first
makes it a little
offering is
difficult.
fouled off.
Oh, I was early on that with Trout. That would have been launched. Oh, just missed that.
Next offering is outside.
And
Foul
just
ball.
missed it. Oh! Didn't miss that
Swings
one.
here and drives one well
Mike
right
Trout!
field, way back,
Yahtzee!
and you can forget it.
That's a 2-run shot to the left, 414
He
feet.
circles the bases.
Let's go, a 3-0
It's
lead.
3-0. Ellie De La Cruz.
The 3-0
with it
lead here in the
next.
bottom of the 4th. Gives me a little bit more of a warm, fuzzy feeling for sure.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
I thought you get that when you look at pictures
And
of
that
me.
skips in the dirt.
Oh, quit flattering yourself. I saved 1 picture. God.
That one
I
is
mean-
absolutely belted.
Oh, Ellie
At least
puts that down the
Alquita?
line.
And
No.
it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Actually, I did show her that. She laughed really hard.
Well, see, at least
Foul
now she
ball.
can associate me
And he'll
as
do it again.
Donut Man versus.
So you went from Eggman to Donut Lord?
Oh yeah. Somebody's got to keep Krispy Kreme in business.
Ellie falls victim
Oh,
to the
that
K.
was a good splitter. It's all right. We're up 3-0.
And
Going into
welcome
the
back
5th.
to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony.
You know what? I think if I can get 5 innings out of Skeens, I'm happy. That 80... He's only got
Fly
80
ball
on
down
his
the line.
stamina anyway.
And a foul ball.
Well, to be fair, looking at the man, I don't reckon he really knows what stamina truly quite is.
Nah, go out, throw as hard
And
as
a
you can
pop-up
until they
on the
pull you.
left side of the infield. De La
Yeah.
Cruz under this one. And there's
He
one
looks
away.
like the type of fellow might get winded going to put his
The
trash
batter
in.
will be
So.
the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Bowl for 2 in this one.
I mean, he's a big boy without being a
Swinging
big boy.
line drive and a base
That
hit
makes
up
sense.
the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, he's on the grander scale of things, but he's not rotund.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a
Rotund.
pitch he could get the barrel
that really the
on
word
and
of the
lined
month?
it into center for the knock.
Well,
Those
you know-
always feel good.
Witt stands at first with 1 out.
Sometimes you just got to call back to things.
And there's a ball.
Well, the offense is
Everybody,
going,
the word of the
and
month,
pitcher wants to go
rotund.
out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Fights that one
This
away.
guy's got
Still
99
1-2.
speed on first
100
base
miles
right
an hour,
now.
foul
He's
that
not
off.
sending
That's
them.
a good piece
little
of
bit concerned,
swinging.
honestly.
I won't say hitting because he didn't
Yeah,
get
maybe he
knock,
doesn't
but
know
a
the
good
control
piece of
scheme
swinging
yet.
to keep the bat alive.
High fly
Maybe.
ball lifted in the air right
Still
field.
trying to figure it out.
It's all right. We got to fly out there.
Balls
2
in,
out.
2 away. And here is
Skeens
Mark
is-
McGuire.
Does not have the energy for this right now.
Swing and a
Ooh,
miss.
we left
At
that fastball at a really bad
100
spot.
miles an hour. Swing and a ground
And
ball
that curveball is a
right
ground out to
field.
third base, baby. Let's go.
Over to
Let's go hit.
Merrifield. That ends the frame. We head to the bottom of the fifth.
Roman
And
Anthony,
now
I
the
got
center
hitting
fielder,
407
Roman
right now.
Anthony.
Oh, and I was early.
Well, these players simply
Turned on that
one.
are producing a lot of
Give the kid a year or two, and you
swings.
think he's
They've
going to
hit
be a
7
stud.
line drives already, and even though
I went out of my way to draft him in our fantasy league. Oh, that's a fair ball. That's on the line.
Makes the turn.
That's a double for Roman Anthony. Let's go.
It's a leadoff double in the fifth.
Like, I don't know if he has massive success out of the gate this year, but
they are starting him in AAA this year.
yeah, I think probably second half of the season he probably gets called up and he'll look good.
Anthony.
Big flare shot down the line. Merrifield's going to be into second, and Anthony's going to score. That's a 4-0 lead here in the fifth.
So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh, and Witt turns on that late. Oh, and Freeman just grabs it out of the air.
Oh,
I thought that was going to be another double down the line.
Absolutely crazy.
Here's Harper now.
And I thought I was going to have a good head of hair. But
And Harper just hits a piss missile to left. That is back and gone. 412 feet into the bullpen. That's a 2-run shot. That is a 6-0 lead here in the fifth.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Why Ubaldo is still on the mound, I don't know.
he's just waiting to go to his proper setup.
Fought off foul. Hit in the air, center field.
Man, he got under that one.
Clark
That's a fly up the center.
underneath it. That's out
Two-way.
2.
It's a good recovery.
Question here now is who do we go to in the sixth?
Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And Kipnis with a rope up the middle. Let's go.
Gets down,
That's a base hit.
And that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside though, so
Ted Simmons
a good
has quite the
adjustment to
flow
shoot it
going on
back
here.
up the middle.
Oh, and I think we just missed it.
Clark in
Got just
position.
under that. That's a fly up the center.
Nabs it. And that
All right,
is
time to
that.
play some defense.
Top 6.
Now the
Freddie
issue
Freeman
here,
now.
Skeens does not have the energy for this. We got Freeman, Pudge, and Manny. You know what? We're going to Kate Smith here.
First pitch just misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That's a base hit.
It's all right, doesn't hurt me.
Man aboard.
Everything came together
Doesn't
for
hurt.
him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Pudge in the box again.
What do you got there, big man?
Takes a strike.
Just
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt.
figured I'd entertain myself and see if I can figure out who came up with the term piss
A
missile.
good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Please don't tell.
And, well, it doesn't seem to have a creator, per se.
Want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late,
However,
opposite
I
field
did
up.
discover what a Pennsylvania piss missile
And he
is.
makes the catch.
I don't think
And
that's
there's
going to
one
be
down.
something I need on stream. Or on
This
the
is
channel.
correct, but the
Now the
viewers
left
can go
fielder,
Google and
Manny
they can go take a look at that for themselves.
Yeah, if you guys want to know what that is, by all means, go take a look on your own.
And
We
it's
will
foul
not
away.
be sharing that on the channel, as I don't feel like being banned quite yet.
Man, it's second.
There you go.
And that one fouled off.
Oh, let's put this
0-2
fastball
now.
high. There we go. That's
Swing
another
and a
fly
high
out.
fly
That's what we're
ball
looking
out
to do.
towards right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
2 out here in the top of the 6th. Kate Smith working.
So up next, Jordan Lawler. And first offering is fouled off.
This guy's very confusing with how he's making contact.
Yeah?
Tap
What
foul
way?
at the plate.
The fastballs he's
Freeman
popping up,
at second,
sliders
2
and,
down.
and sweepers he's hitting hard.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
But you work it away and he's hitting it. But you work it inside and he's not touching it. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's
towards right
that's the
center
third
field.
fly out to right field this inning.
Trout makes
Trout
the
putting
grab,
in work
and
out
that
there.
is that.
All right. Let's go hit.
And we're back. Well,
Big man Trout. Oh, and the opponent has quit. Well, I don't know why I'm not overly surprised on that, to be honest. But we got Skeens. Went 5 innings, got his first win of the year. That was a 6-0 win, 6 innings. If you like the content, like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to catch me over on Twitch, Sukso2. See you there.